You're listening to the Get Rich Podcast. This is not a financial advice podcast. This is a podcast with two friends talking about how to get rich. Thank you for listening.
John, I've got another idea.
All right, Tyler, let's hear it.
I'm thinking Etsy. I'm thinking a Cricut shop on Etsy.
Like crickets for bait? I just want to get rich. Get rich.
Get rich. Get rich.
So I'm gonna start a podcast.
Get rich. Get rich.
How come no one's ever done this?
Get rich. Get rich.
Now it's time to
get rich. It's
I don't know if you can sell animal like bait on Etsy.
I mean, we could do that, but no, I'm talking about Cricut, like Cricut, Cricut. Cut. It's the little machine that does your wife have one?
No, I don't know what it is.
Your wife doesn't have a Cricut?
I don't think so.
Does she know about Cricut?
We have crickets in the yard.
Son, I'm about to educate you.
All right, take me to school.
All right, so John, a Cricut.
Why'd you silence your laugh?
Because I wanted to seem composed.
Okay.
John, a Cricut it's like think of a printer, right?
Okay, I know what that is, yeah.
Good. I was hoping so. But a printer works on what?
Paper.
Paper. Absolutely, it works on paper. And it just prints an image onto the paper.
Okay.
But a Cricut
Oh, I see the wordplay there.
cuts.
Mm.
Okay, so a lot of times what they'll do is they will cut vinyl. And this vinyl will have an adhesive backing. You can put it on shirts. You can put it on doors. You can put it on bags. You can put it on, you name it.
Here he is on an audio podcast again, gesturing towards things in the room.
I'm
No one
pointing
can
for
see.
emphasis. I need you to feel it, John.
I'm
They
feeling it.
will feel it through you.
Okay, yep.
Okay. John, you want to make bumper stickers? Cricut.
Okay.
You want to make
Stuff on t-shirts?
stuff on t-shirts? Cricut.
Okay. Sounds like what you're doing is offering your wife to be in charge of our merch. is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. I'll have to talk to her about that.
We'll give her a percentage.
I don't know if she's a listener. Emily, would you do our merch? And that's when we'll know we've made it.
Yeah.
When my wife answers that question. when 1 degree of separation.
I wish my mom had a Cricut because I know
Your mom
she
would do it.
listens. Hey, Mama, thanks for listening.
Your mom might have a Cricut.
No.
Okay, so there are different tiers of Cricuts, right? And there are lots of different parts of equipment that go with Cricuts. I don't want the whole episode to be about what a Cricut is, but I'll give a little bit.
It's good to explain it because I didn't know what it was, so others won't.
First off, the Cricut people got rich.
Okay, I bet.
Okay, because here's a machine that cuts things, right? It does what a printer does, but instead of shooting out ink, it has a little knifey bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Better idea. We'll call it the grasshopper. We just make our own version and sell that.
Yeah,
It can be $5 cheaper and do everything a Cricut does, and we'll make money that way.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't have the technical skills for that.
We could figure it out.
Oh,
Anyway, sorry.
that's a 5-year plan.
Go ahead.
I thought
That's an
our
idea you fund with another idea.
Yeah. I thought most of our ideas here were like the 2-week plans.
Okay.
Where do you see yourselves in 2 weeks? Pushing a hot dog cart.
Yeah.
Driving a
slinging wieners, man.
So, the reason why these people have made so much money, right, is they did their first printer, right? And then you have to like apply heat to get these things to stick onto shirts, right? If you're going to do that kind of thing.
You just like iron them on or whatever.
I mean, you could use an iron.
I don't know how
That's what my wife does. She just uses an iron. But you could buy a Cricut branded press.
Oh, they So y'all don't have everything you need to do this.
No, of course we do. We have everything we need. We just don't buy all the other stuff to go along with it because it's, all this extra stuff
that you technically don't need, but maybe it streamlines the process or
they
whatever.
would like you to think that it does.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, here's the other weird thing about it is I believe, and I could be wrong, but a lot of it is internet-based, and that's the part about it that makes me uncomfortable. Okay? Like,
you're uncomfortable with the internet?
Generally speaking, yes. You already know that about me. The listeners might not, but you do.
Yep.
So, like, you can't just, like, as far as I know, and I'm ignorant to these things, you can't just, like, sit at home on your computer and make something and send it to your Cricut. At some point, you've got to be connected to the internet to log into the Cricut servers for it to go boom, boom, boom.
Where you upload your logo or whatever, whatever design you have.
It's something like that. It's weird. I don't like it.
It has to be on the network.
Yeah. And there's not like, it's whatever. And someone can let me know I'm wrong. Please do. I would like that interaction.
Yeah. Let us know at getrichpod.com or at jnt@getrichpod.com.
Yeah. But the idea is, okay, we make all sorts of things, right? Funny slogans.
All of our merch ideas.
All of the merch ideas. That would be work for us, but still.
And get your wife to do it.
Yeah. We could start a sweatshop in the garage.
Why does everything have to go to mills and sweatshops with you?
Because we're in a global economy, John.
Oh.
The global economy is a sweatshop.
Okay.
All right. We all want to feel good about it. We all want to say, hey, we're sending this stuff. We're giving jobs to people. Yeah, we're paying them.
I'm over here saying we'll give your wife a percentage, and you're over here talking about making her work in a sweatshop.
Well, it is what it is, right? Okay.
Okay.
Either. Why are you stifling your laughter now?
I didn't. It wasn't. I mean, I don't laugh at my own jokes that much.
You should. Either way, but Cricut can do so much more than that, right? So there's the Cricut that cuts vinyl, and that's a great place to start. You can sell coffee cups and t-shirts and bags, right? People pay for this. They do. But then you can get a bigger one that'll cut like leather, I'm pretty sure. And you can get some that cut like heavier, thicker things.
Okay.
Right? I see the gears starting to turn.
Yeah.
Because the sky's the limit. Any image that you want, Cricut.
Okay, yeah. I'm all about, we have a lot of ideas for merch. Besides just slapping our logo on stuff, we have a lot of other merch ideas, but slapping your logo on everything is just an easy one. But yeah, I'm for this idea, really. I mean, if we need to do the merch, this would be a good way to start it. I don't know, what is the deal with Etsy? Do you know more about that? Do you have any research?
I have not.
You have not done your research? Okay.
No.
Very prepared.
Look, we start on Facebook Marketplace. Hey, buy my mugs.
Or just our website.
Buy my jugs.
Buy my mugs, buy my jugs.
Yeah. Buy my Uggs. I'll put.
Can we put a logo on?
I'll put a Cricut vinyl on Uggs.
Okay.
I mean, what else do you want?
I don't know.
I thought about starting an Etsy shop a few years ago. I think it was about 2016, 2017. You want to hear about that? I'll tell you about that because that was another great idea.
Please, Tyler, tell me more.
Okay, John, I've got this really great idea. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking about starting an Etsy shop. This is an episode in an episode. We've got...
Inception.
Yes, Leonardo DiCaprio's on here.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio's on here. We got a young girl sitting in the chair right here.
We'll know we made it.
That's right. He's not getting an Oscar for this one either. I don't know. Maybe he's gotten an Academy Award or an Oscar. I don't know. Are they the same thing?
No.
Don't know. Okay. So, Etsy shop.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me what I would sell.
What would you sell in this year of 20? What?
Well, it was 2016.
2016. Tell me, what is your idea?
Portraits.
Okay.
Everybody wants a portrait of themselves, right? So here was my thing, right? Okay, I was a relatively new teacher, right? Teachers, at the end of the year, end up with like all these leftover supplies. Lots of things happen to those supplies. Sometimes they get thrown away. A lot of times they get carried over into the next year, and that's what usually happens. So most teachers end up with boxes of glue sticks and crayons and things like that. If they didn't use them in the year, that's what happens. They roll over. And so I thought with these crayons, these used broken bits of crayons, I would draw portraits. A teacher using the crayons of children to draw portraits. There's something about that is a good story.
No, yeah. You could say like made with recycled materials or repurposed. People love that, like reclaimed barn wood, repurposed whatever, salvaged whatever.
I mean, I was thinking more, like this is from not necessarily from the hand of a child, but from the hands of children in a way.
Drawn with a crayon that has been broken by a child previously.
It's something like that, The beauty that crayons can create, this childish thing that can be used to make something beautiful.
So what was your idea? Like someone sends you a photo and then you just hand draw it with crayons like a...
Yeah, and I actually did a few. I mean, I never sold them.
Okay,
I gave them
think
away
I
for
remember
free.
you showing me a few of those years ago.
Yeah. It started with my brother-in-law. I hope that he was happy with his. And then I moved on to my brother. But I really preferred to use not great portraits.
Oh, I remember they were kind of like goofy pictures.
Yeah. So my idea was, decent portraits from bad pictures.
Okay, yeah. That's a good idea.
So everyone was making like this dumb or silly face. I would peruse, I would sift through their Facebook photos, find one where they were making just a ridiculous face, and then recreate it in crayon.
Okay, that's cool.
Would you pay for that?
I mean, when you say portrait, what size are you having in your head? Like,
I mean,
so I think of like a big thing that goes over your fireplace or something,
I want to say that these
I guess you
were...
could charge more depending on the size. That's what people do, right?
These were like 18 by 24, 20 by something.
That's decent.
These were pretty big.
How long did it take you to...
I mean, it depends.
Just give a ballpark of how long one portrait took you.
If I actually sat down and did it and didn't
Get
fuss.
interrupted with your kid, by your kids 18 times as well.
This was before kids.
Yeah, but you got to take that into account now.
Before being married, before any of that. I could sit down and do one in a couple hours. It could take about 2 hours.
Okay.
And some of them were faster than others. Some of them were hard for different reasons. So,
Then you have to figure out how much is your hourly rate or how much you're going to charge for these.
Well, as an artist, you don't want to think about yourself as going hourly. I went to art school, so, these things are top of mind. Don't ask me. I mean, you can ask me about art school if you want. It was a painful time. It was a long time.
Yeah.
It was like 6 or 7 years. It was a long time of school.
Well, it was worth it, though, because you're putting that art degree to use right now, right?
Absolutely. As a school counselor or whatever I am now. I'm not a school counselor anymore, but I will be again. Behavior specialist, behavior coach. Yeah.
Real quick, though, before we get into more of the episode.
Oh, let me do it. It's my turn.
All right, go.
And now, a quick word from our sponsor.
Well, hello there. It's Todd with Happy Puppy Acres, and we wanted to let you know that we've expanded to the Hedgehog Holler. That's right, we now offer little balls of love. Buy yourself a dog and get yourself a hog while you're here. Remember, all our animals are organic, untouched by chemicals, including dyes, paints, and vaccines. Come on down to the Hedgehog Holler, now at Happy Puppy Acres.
Effect may include a sense of joy, calm, euphoria, sneezing, coughing, skin irritation, and an elevated heart rate. Please consult your doctor if you are pregnant or may become pregnant before you visit. Certified by IBS, the International Bureau of Certification.
Nathan got to do one. You got to do one. Now it's my turn.
Hey, man.
It's my turn.
We're all
again.
about equality on this podcast.
You're taking it away.
I'm not.
We need a sign somewhere. On air, recording. Tyler do an ad.
Something.
Yeah. All right. Are we back yet? As if the ad is playing right now.
Yeah, the ad's totally playing right now. What
It
are you
is.
talking about? Okay, and it's over.
All right. So the decent portraits from bad pictures was a neat idea, I think. I think more people would have actually liked it. Actually, the last one I did, I never finished. I think you saw it.
Who was it of?
So I did my brother, my brother-in-law, my sister. I did.
I remember internet friend.
Oh yeah, Woody.
I remember Woody. Woody, he's a listener. Hey, Woody.
Yeah. Second time you're getting a shout out. I know you've got to be thrilled. Woody, yours was
I remember
hard.
that picture in my mind. He was like screaming or something.
No, he wasn't screaming. You're thinking of a different one. Woody was making a weird face like this, where his eyebrows were up and his mouth.
Okay. I just remember the eyebrows being raised. I thought his mouth was open, but I guess it wasn't. Okay.
Woody, yours was hard because you were pale. You were pale at the time.
It's hard to find that crayon color.
It's, putting the right layers on. So the last one I did, I stopped because I had a bit of a John moment.
What is that? Hold on. What does that mean?
I had a bit of a John moment.
You mean you had a great idea suddenly?
Where, I was working on this picture and it was coming out really good. And then it was like, oh man, if I keep working on it, I'm going to screw it up. And so it got like halfway done.
Oh, that's like a thing I've heard artists talk about. Like you need to know when it's done.
No, but I didn't get close to done. I got about halfway done. So the face. So like, when you're doing an image of some kind, you don't want to like focus in on different areas, right? You don't want to just like get hyper focused on a corner of the picture. In a lot of ways, you want to work holistically. You want to add detail to your whole image all at the same time. Right? And different people have different approaches, and I respect that. But mine was always more of a holistic approach. I get it down, and then I start to fine-tune, and I add more detail as I go. With this one, I maybe I didn't do that the way I should have, and I got the outline done, I got the basics down, and then I got super focused on like the hair and the eyes and things, and then it was just like, well, crap. If I do anything else, I'll ruin it. And so somewhere in my garage is a half-finished, decent portrait of a bad picture of your son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought you saw it.
I don't remember that.
Oh, well, I'll send you a picture. I'll post it on the internet if you want me to.
No, you can just send it to me first.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's funny. And I just even have, like, instead of, this is like whenever we had the idea of agreed upon kidnapping, it was like, yeah, some people may sign themselves up for that, but what is the market for like a wife finding a funny picture of her husband and being like, hey, make this into a portrait I can gift my husband?
Yes, that's a good point that I hadn't considered at the time.
Yeah,
I just assumed that these would be self-deprecating individuals that would want these pictures of themselves.
Think of it more as like a birthday gift or something where, hey, I'm going to get this funny hand-drawn picture of this iconic, goofy picture of you from, years ago or whatever. I think that's a good angle to go at it from.
Yeah, and of all the people I gave these pictures to, none of them knew it was coming. I just sort of showed up, hey, here's a picture of you I did. And they're like, oh, cool, thanks. And my sister and brother-in-law, they did actually hang theirs above their fireplace for a while. I don't know where it is now. I got a virtual tour of their new house, and I didn't see it hanging. So,
oh man, that had to hurt.
They're not listeners.
No.
So, John, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this idea? Cricut, if I think that's the obvious thing to do.
Yeah, I think I didn't know like it was a thing. I know people like do the whole like customized T-shirts thing. I see people I went to high school with like who start little Facebook, pages where they're, hey, I'll make T-shirts for you. I didn't know you could like have a machine that does T-shirts, mugs, jugs, bumper stickers. So that's cool. Uggs, yeah, I can't forget the Uggs. But I think it's a good idea. I think it could be the way we first start doing our merch, perhaps. The idea I had for merch is, there's all these websites where you kind of design the shirt on the website, and then they, print it on their end and fulfill the shipment and all that.
I'm going to be honest, that might still be a better idea.
Maybe. Maybe for like test ideas or something we could just wear and promote in shorts or on videos, we could do it with a Cricut.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing I'd have maybe issues with is, because I could get the Cricut, I could work with that, you could work with it, your wife could work with it. I can't draw. So if you want to like do portraits and put them on our Etsy or whatever, I'd kind of feel bad taking a cut of that because I'm doing nothing towards it in a way. But
that's a great point. John, this is how maybe I can get rich.
What?
That's, I think, what I'm thinking now all of a sudden, since you're not the one.
But I don't know. You'd have to sell a bunch, So I don't know if this is just kind of like a hustle thing. I don't know if it's an idea to get rich, really, unless your like designs or your store like blow up. So I don't know if it's really appropriate for this podcast.
It might not be a get rich idea. You're right.
Yeah.
It could just be a side hustle, unless
what?
sweatshop.
Sweatshop.
That just came to me though. That really did.
We buy 100 Cricuts. We pay a bunch of people $2 an hour
On the global market. We're paying them a fair wage in their home country.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this idea now, Tyler.
All right. Well, John, you know what? I think a Cricut shop on Etsy, coupled with a sweatshop.
No.
Okay, a Cricut shop on Etsy where I overprice everything I make is a great idea.
Sure. Thanks for listening to the Get Rich Podcast. Go to our website, getrichpod.com, or email us at jnt@getrichpod.com to let us know what you thought about an episode or to submit episode ideas. If you really want to support us, subscribe to our Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/getrichpod. Subscribers will have exclusive access to vote on ideas we try, access to videos of us doing the ideas, as well as weekly bonus content. Thanks for listening.